Welcome to the Bloom Effect. I'm your host, Cassie Kellner, former chairside assistant turned team coach and founder of Everbloom. This podcast is all about the real stuff, honest combos, leadership lessons, and the heart behind thriving orthodontic teams. If you're ready to grow, lead, and bloom, let's dive in. Welcome to the Bloom Effect. I'm your host, Cassie Kellner. I am so excited. Okay, clearly we're not in my office and we're doing this on site, which I've only done one other podcast like this, but this is so much fun. Like, guys, real quick, for those of you that are watching this backdrop,
it's pretty cool.
Like, it's everything. All right. I'm done geeking out. I'm going to introduce you to my guest, Dr. Sable Staller.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here.
Sable. Okay. Sable and I are new besties.
Yes,
officially.
we are.
We just had lunch together. That was not planned. We had to push back this podcast an hour, and I am so excited that you're here with me.
Me too. I can't wait. And we have so much in common. It's
like
been
so much
fun.
in common.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start this. I start this with all of my guests. Are you ready for this?
Okay. Yes.
Who is Dr. Sable Staller?
Oh, wow. That's a good question.
Right? Just super loaded.
Yes.
People love it and hate it.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us everything.
Okay, so I'm an orthodontist in New York City. Grew up in a small town in Indiana.
Shout out.
Rushville, Indiana. Put it on the map. And then I played volleyball growing up. I played volleyball in college, University of Buffalo, and then moved back to Indiana for dental school and residency. And then I just always wanted to live in New York City. So made it happen.
That's where we are right
Yes.
now.
Yes.
We're in Manhattan.
Yep. New York
And-
minute.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, so I moved here like 5 years ago. I absolutely love it. Started posting on social media too on the side when I was in residency, and just like it's such a fun part of my life. I post dental content, lifestyle content. I also love to travel and, arts and crafts and hang out with my friends and family. So that's
Okay.
a quick blurb
I
of who
love
I
it.
am.
That was actually really good.
Okay, good.
Given that we just had lunch and I knew most of those things now.
Yes.
But okay. I have to talk about your following because like we've nerded out on this at
Yes.
lunch. So some
Yes.
of this is going to be repeat. Just bear with me.
Okay, that's fine.
You have over 250,000 followers across platforms,
Yeah,
right? Maybe
yeah.
more. I'm probably like maybe more.
Yeah,
Right?
that's a safe number.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
For this old millennial, I'm like that. It is so impressive. When we had our very first conversation,
Yeah.
we have like a pre-pod call. I felt like we connected immediately, and I'm so blown away with what you're doing. Being an orthodontist in New York City, one, is not easy. Let's get real.
Yeah.
And I think what's so incredible is that what you said to me on the phone was you were like, listen, I wanted to do something more. You had been in school for a million years at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you decided to get on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So was there like a moment or a certain situation that you were like, I'm ready to like start showing up online?
Yeah. Well, I do think I'd always wanted to post more online, but I was always scared. One, I was a volleyball player, and like back in the day, you were more secretive about your life. You weren't posting like the
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then I went to get into dental school, so I was careful about what I posted because you just never knew. You always heard like crazy stories. And then finally, when I was in dental school, same thing, but I was still like just hesitant about what people would think. And so once I got into residency and TikTok came about and it was COVID and I started seeing like dentist posts, my boyfriend was posting. I'm like, you know what? I can post content. Like maybe this is my like gateway. And also a lot of people I knew weren't on TikTok. So it felt like kind of a safe space.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah.
It was like a secret.
Yes. It was like no one really saw it except random people that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And so that was really nice because I felt like it finally gave me a chance to, and I also, once I was in residency, so I didn't have have like something else, like another school that I was trying to get into, it felt like a little safer for me to post just whatever I wanted. So that's when I started. And then I knew I wanted to move to a big city, New York City. And it like clicked one day. I'm like, okay, I have always been, like top of my class, always stood out. And I'm like, wait, now I'm an orthodontist. Everyone else that is an orthodontist is trying to get a job in New York City too. How am I going to now stand out among them? Like, because we're all qualified and we're all great at what we do. And so I was like, social media might be the answer. And so it just kind of took off from there, I would say.
It's so incredible. Okay. So we talked about this also, like creating content and then posting it out there.
Yeah.
And then you start getting a following and then people that start following you. By the way,
Yeah.
I have like a measly, like just under 2,000 followers. Okay, let's get
No, that's
real.
really good.
Okay, Sable, you're being very nice.
Yeah.
And sometimes like my husband, for example, will use this, will be like, he'll be in the kitchen, I'll be in the living room or whatever. And I'll hear my voice and like he's watching a reel I post. I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
I'm just like, please, I don't want to hear it. I'm cringe myself out.
Yeah.
And I had to get over this hump of like, I remember the first time I really started posting reels about things that I do and, on my Everbloom account. And I was like, it was cringy.
Yeah.
Like I was like, Cassie, this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you talk about this, like you felt those cringy moments and then you push through. What advice do you have to people, like anyone? They could be dentists, orthodontists, or anyone in any business.
Yeah.
That like just push through it.
Yeah. I mean, it's only embarrassing until you're famous. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, that is so good.
Yeah, it's true. It really is. Like people make fun of, like you'll hear people make fun of people they know maybe for posting. And then the second, boom, they blow up. And then it immediately shifts to, wait a second, how did you do that? And so I knew that would happen for me if I just pushed through. I never heard any negative comments, but I'm sure they were out there. But if you believe in yourself, then it's like, it truly is only embarrassing until you're famous or until it takes off. And then people start asking for tips and tricks. And you just have to believe in yourself.
Wait, I really do love this because it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the people that I see that they make content, like their houses are dirty, they've got stuff all over their shirt. Like it's just like real authentic stuff. Can you speak to that too, Sable? Like, I feel like people think this has to be like high level production.
Yeah.
And don't you feel, I mean, maybe this is just me as my old elder millennial self.
You're not old.
I am. And I'm like, I just want to see real and raw when things are way too polished for me, right? And this is me living on Instagram, not on TikTok. We talked about this at lunch.
Yes.
I want to see real raw stuff. I don't necessarily need to see like Hollywood production.
Yeah, I feel like, so I got a camera and was trying to film on, and it just slowed down me posting and took away the realness.
Yeah.
And so I went back to, you just need your iPhone. You don't even need a ring light sometimes, or like you just put your phone in front of a window. Like if you're wanting to post or you're wanting to get your message out there, you're way more likely to do it if it's just super easy and feels accessible. So when you start to think about social media as like you just do the bare bones, good lighting in your phone and whatever's going to be like quickest and easiest for you. It doesn't need to be this like whole production where you spend hours editing it. The first few might, because if you're not used to it, but it's like where can you meet in the middle to film and make it easy throughout your day and also make it quick and easy to edit to where you'll post it. Because if it's not realistic and it's going to be this big production, then you probably aren't going to post. So you have to find like a happy medium of what works for you. So I just use my phone and a ring light, and that's all I've been using this whole time. So that's my biggest tip, is just like finding the easiest thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be, I mean, this is great and we should do this all the time, but you don't have to make.
I want this in my house.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, you've built your brand online.
Mm-hmm.
You're an orthodontist in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Did things happen or opportunities come to you that you never saw coming because you've built your brand on social media?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been at my current job for almost a year now, and I solely got that job. I mean, I'm a fantastic orthodontist, but I solely also got it because of social media and just my following and my willingness to put content out there to try to get new patients in. They were really looking for someone that wanted to do that and saw it more as an opportunity, maybe not as, like a barrier. So that is what got me my current job, and I absolutely love it. I also think people don't think of social media as a way to make friends and connect enough. They only look at it as a way to make content. But I've met so many people on Instagram and TikTok that are also posting that work in New York City, general dentists, periodontists, like everyone. And so you really can, if let's say you're moving to a new city or you're just trying to broaden your network,
Right.
as a dentist or orthodontist, posting online isn't just for patients. It's also to make friends and make connections and like foster those referral relationships. That has really helped me. And that's how I've made so many friends in the city, is solely through social media that I wouldn't have known about otherwise because I'm not from here originally. So that's been really great.
It's really wild,
Yeah.
actually.
It's I love it for the patient aspect and all the other things it's brought me, but the just making friends in the dental world has been like my number one favorite thing, especially being in New York because there's so many people.
Hey Bloomers, I've got something big to share. Our May Ortho Society meeting filled to 95% in just 72 hours. That level of demand told us everything we needed to know. So, we're opening a second, highly curated and geographically exclusive cohort. Join us June 4th and 5th at the Paradise Point Resort and Spa in San Diego, California for the Ortho Society, a hands-on implementation experience limited to 20 hand-selected orthodontic practices. I'm co-hosting with Lindsay Quinn, founder of Heartwise Collective. Together, we bring 40 plus years of orthodontic and practice management experience, and we build systems alongside you. Day one, team growth plans, clear pathways for long-term success, plus your digital workflows, AI systems, CEO dashboards, and a 12-month operational roadmap. Day two, peer collaboration, problem solving, and real-time implementation. Think study club vibes. This is real work built in real time, and you leave ready to execute. Applications are open, spots are limited. Link in the show notes. I'll see you in San Diego. I don't think, I have to be honest. I think that most orthodontic practices are thinking of social media as strictly like a marketing outlet to their patients.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much more.
Yeah, it really is. And I don't know why. I think if you're not on it, you don't realize the benefits. But if you're on it and you're posting and it's you, it's not someone else, or you're at least checking it, you really can meet so many people and either find a new conference to go to where you can make friends, or just the dentist down the street that just opened up, or younger dentists. Because let's be honest, I feel like my age and younger, a lot of the dentists are posting online and like understand the value and like the currency of it. And people older than me, I'm 32, aren't necessarily like, they don't value it the same or look at the same.
Agree.
But in my opinion, I'm like, that's a perfect way for them to get online because they can meet all these younger dentists. And if you're an orthodontist, they'll want to refer to you if you guys can foster a friendship. It's a way for you to meet younger people and younger professionals that you can build a relationship that you maybe otherwise never would have. So I don't know. I think that's a really cool way to look at it.
It's a whole new avenue. Like, and it's something that that I don't think people are thinking enough about, because they're thinking like, oh, I have to do all the trends, or my office wants me to do this, or, they're not kind of authentically putting themselves out there. The things that I see from orthodontists sometimes are like, if there's plenty of funny, really great things that orthodontists are doing with their teams. I like those are really good.
Yeah.
But I think also the real raw, like, this is who this person is, because people get white coat syndrome.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's just like open this up to, hey, this orthodontist is a mom and she's a member of the PTO and she, coaches soccer, and here's the dad that's the orthodontist and he does X, Y, and Z and he's really into the community this way. Like, I think, and I think this is kind of what you're saying, you have to think outside of the practice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. People really resonate seeing, oh, my doctor does XYZ, or, oh, my doctor has the same like insecurities or questions that I do. I feel like it really humanizes us and also makes people feel like, they can ask maybe those questions they're scared to ask, and makes you more approachable, I would say.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you're straightening my teeth, but you're also human?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awesome. And I love when my patients from TikTok come in, because I feel like that barrier is kind of already broken. And so we're friends in a sense. They usually know more about me than I know about them.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
It's fun to kind of get to do that.
Yeah.
That I feel like doesn't always get to happen when you're in a busy practice. So that's been fun too. It's just getting like they're really invested in you, and you get to talk to them more than just about teeth. So
totally. And, I think, I mean, you said this, but like you're bringing in new patients from TikTok.
Yeah.
And you're not like, hey, this is where my practice is. I'm accepting new patients. Right? Like it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'll try to make videos just showing people like the kind of doctor I am. I always plug that I live in New York City. Come see me, Eastside Ortho, 75th and 3rd. But I want people to see how I treat. So then that way they are like, oh, I'd feel comfortable seeing her. I know she's going to go through the whole treatment plan with me, and we'll I can ask her any questions and all of that, because I think that is like the scariest part about seeing a doctor. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And so you don't know if you're getting all the information, if it's the best option for you.
Yeah. Did you start, I don't remember, remind me, did you start doing all of this during COVID?
Yeah, it was
like
during
COVID-ish?
Yeah, it was like maybe the spring or summer of 2020. So right in the midst of things. I took a little break during residency, but then I really started posting at the end of residency a lot, because again, I saw the value of what it could be for me, in like a patient aspect, getting a job, and just, in today's world, a lot of people don't own their own office right away. That used to be how the dental world was. And it's just different now, for a lot of reasons. So being able to take your brand with you, I recently switched jobs a year ago. Like that's something I can always take with me. So you're able to always work on your brand, even if you may be working for someone else, or in a different scenario. So you can always take it with you.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah.
Like this new wave of young orthodontists. I mean, you're 5 years out. And so now you like, I think 5 years is a really good sweet spot.
Yeah.
You tell me. I'm not an orthodontist and I've never been 5 years out.
Yeah.
But I feel like 5 years, especially as an associate, like you're like, oh, first of all, you're honing in your clinical skill. Yeah. That's important. Because we haven't talked about teeth at all, which whatever, we don't need to.
The easy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I say that all the time. I say, well, moving teeth is the easy part. Okay. Team members, all the things.
Yeah.
But you're 5 years out, you are honing your clinical skill, and you moved to New York City as a small town girl from Indiana.
Yeah.
Ugh, I love this so much. And you are like, I'm going to be an associate. And we talked about this too. Like you get to see all the things I loved, all the things I didn't love, the things that I want to take into my practice in the future.
Yeah.
And I think what's so incredible is you do get to take your brand with you wherever you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think people are doing this more? What do you think the benefit is?
Yeah, I think especially like if you just go on TikTok or Instagram and search dental student day in my life, I mean, you could watch them for days. There are so many. And I think people, especially in dental school now, have just realized the benefit, like it is, you know, we all graduate, we're all dentists. How are you now going to set yourself apart? And yeah, you can be top of your class and all those things, but a lot of other people also are. And so, and also when you get out, people don't necessarily care about that. And, you know, private equity and dental, like DSOs have really changed the dental landscape of things. And so I think a lot of people, myself and younger, have just seen the value of, okay, if I could build a brand one day, if I own my own office, or just one day, if I need to get my own patients in the door, I'm able to do that because I built something for myself. And I also think, you know, like dentists are overachievers. We are always looking for like something extra to do. And I've never feel like I've had like a ton of free time. So now my free time, I just spend making social media, and it's fun to work on something that, you know, is for yourself in the long run. Totally. And I think that's really like rewarding, knowing that I always have my social media, to take just wherever. It's fun to do that and work on something for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Can we get personal based on something that you shared on your TikTok?
Yeah.
About your egg freezing?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. I love this so much. I did not freeze my eggs. So you're speaking to someone who's never gone through this, just so you know.
Okay.
So many questions. One, good for you, girlfriend.
Thank
that's
you.
all I have to say about that. Like, good for you. One, at what point did you go, I think I'm going to do this? And two, at what point did you go, I think I'm going to do this and I'm going to share it with the world?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the first question, I've always, ever since I learned about it, I don't remember, sometime in my 20s, I was like, oh, I feel like that's a great security, like, to have. And I always knew I wanted kids when I was older, like 35 plus. And so I just wanted to make sure that because I'm building my brand and wanted to go to school and become a doctor, that wasn't going to stop me from being a mom in the future. And I would be so upset with myself currently if I didn't like take the steps to make that happen. So I think it was more for my future self, not being mad at myself now.
Sure.
And now I can live. Obviously things happen, and if I have to use them and it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I wanted that like security. And then second, sharing it. I knew anytime like social media has taught me that like there is almost no original thought or feeling. If you feel some way, you'll see it online and be like, wow, someone else feels that way.
Oh, totally. I do that sometimes. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
they live my life.
Yes.
Like, they know.
Yes.
I just saw something recently that it was like, actually a colleague of mine, shout out Lindsay Quinn, sent it to me. And it was like, because, you know, we were traveling consultants for years.
Yeah.
When you get home from your like consulting day and the guy would just stood up and just like landed on the bed like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was us. Like I could have documented that and had like 1 million followers, you know, but you're right. Like you resonate with people.
Yeah.
Is that why you did this?
Yeah. Cause I knew, and like, I can't be the only orthodontist posting about, or that is wanting to freeze her eggs, that's ever froze her eggs. And I'm sure there's I know so many dental students are online, and I knew it would at least just inspire someone else, or at least bring it on people's radar. Maybe if it wasn't, that it is an option and you should do it younger. So then if you are worried about having kids and you don't want to have them right now, that like people are doing it. And so the second I posted it, I think I did on Instagram, I had like I'm not kidding, 15 people respond and either say like, oh, I just did this, or like, I'm looking into doing this. Like, can you tell me more? How much was it? Yada, yada, yada. Like, please share. I was truly shocked. I was like, okay, I have to share more of this journey because I didn't really want to, but I knew if I did, it would help people. And since then, I feel like I've had so many conversations with people, either just like explaining what egg freezing meant, because I think that's confusing. And then just how much it cost, what the time would look like if you're able to do it while working as an orthodontist or in a health field. So that was really helpful. I just wanted to help people. And I knew if I posted I could help someone, also inspire them to do it. So That's why I posted it.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like truly, because like that's a very vulnerable thing.
Yeah.
It's also for me, at least, I am a mother.
Mhm.
I did have my children at 35 and 36.
Yeah.
I was lucky
so
that I
awesome.
could,
Yeah.
right? That it's such an empowering thing, I believe,
Mhm.
to be able to go, hey, my career and what I've worked so hard for is really important. And yet I still want this part of my life, just not yet.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I can still at some point have this part of my life.
Yeah.
And I then get to do that in the future by doing this.
Absolutely. And I do feel like there's a little, I don't know, like shame is the right word about like wanting to have kids, but waiting, where maybe people view you of like not wanting to be a mom or not, I don't know, like that's not in your DNA. And I feel like I feel that a little bit like, but it's not true. I just want to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think like sharing the egg freezing was to be like, this isn't shameful if you want to be a mom and wait till later. Like you're still going to be a good mom. Does that make sense?
100%.
I feel like, but we're like kind of silent, hiding, feeling that way. So I wanted to share that to like show people that
absolutely.
too. Yeah.
I think that, okay, I'm 41.
Yeah.
So, and my kids are 5 and 6 now. So I'm at a totally different time in my life.
Yeah.
But I think when I had children, I was still so career focused.
Yeah.
I probably could have pushed it off for years.
Yeah.
And if I'm being totally honest and vulnerable with you and the rest of the people listening, if I were not 36 when I had that second baby, by the way, my daughter was 10 pounds. So like,
oh my gosh.
Okay. I would have probably had a third.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to weigh what I want to do in my career.
Yeah.
And how much I can actually give my children, my marriage, my home life too.
Yeah.
And it's all a juggling act, it's just really, really wild. And I'm going to be very vulnerable here. Again, that's the whole point of this podcast. I had a miscarriage after my daughter. And because I thought I wanted a third.
Yeah.
And then I had a miscarriage. I had a ectopic pregnancy.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. And I then was like, was this a sign?
Everything's a sign.
Let me tell you.
You're vulnerable. It's all a sign. Yeah.
I was like, I had a real conversation with my husband and I was like, I think that this was actually a sign.
Yeah.
And I'm 37, going to be 38. I needed some time. And so we didn't move forward and we didn't even try to move forward. But I can resonate so much with that. I didn't freeze my eggs, but I did have children later on in life.
Yeah.
And I kept having children.
Yeah.
And my daughter was one giant surprise.
Yeah.
And she's the best surprise ever.
Aww.
My kids are 16 months apart, but I can totally understand that like I worked really hard for this career and I want both.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think everyone listening, listen to me, listen to Sable. There's no shame in that.
Yeah.
There is no shame in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now I'm hoping that this is more of a social norm than we've ever gotten before, right? That it's okay to want both. It's okay to wait.
Yeah.
There's power in that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And also waiting, I would say egg freezing is super important because it's not the first kid. Usually it's the second one that takes that, like, let's say you have a kid at 35, you had another one at 36, but sometimes people wait longer.
Yeah.
And then
wait. Surprise 30.
Yes. Yes.
I would have waited.
Yes. I'm like, He
was like, oh, okay, here
I'm coming.
Go.
I've waited long enough.
We're having it. But yeah, they do. And then it's like, ooh.
That's like the protection. But yeah, I don't think there should be any shame. I also think you hear like moms say, my life, like, I don't remember life before kids. And you start to get anxious, like, oh my gosh, why am I doing all of this? Like, am I going to feel the same way? But it's no, you're setting yourself up so you can be like the best mom for your kids is how I look at it.
Sable.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thanks.
If we didn't hit, if I didn't hit this mic, I would give you a hug right now. I love the vulnerability and like good for you for making that decision. Also for posting that and being vulnerable I mean, that's some serious stuff that you decided to do and then share with.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to end this pod. I can't believe we have to end this pod.
Wait, really? Yeah, I guess we are almost to the end here.
Right, we have time. Okay. Let's end this on if someone out there is like, I really want to have some sort of brand.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. Like we'll even go outside of dental and ortho, even though we're like super teeth nerds. I want a brand. How do I even get started? Like, what do I do? We've been talking social media all day. By the way, everyone, just know she's an absolute genius. And you have taught me so much in our little lunch that we had to rush out of. Like, I truly.
You're welcome. Thank you. That's like so sweet to hear. And I feel like I don't get to talk about it enough. Oh, and so it's fun to.
Call me. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk. We'll talk about all the things.
It's so fun. I find it fascinating.
I'm fascinated by you. Okay, can we joke about this too? Or I told you. Yeah. Okay, you're following. You have a massive following on TikTok.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
And Instagram, like you did that after.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I went Instagram first because I'm an elder millennial. Let's get real. Yes. And so I started an Everbloom TikTok in the last couple months.
Yeah.
Because all my college nieces were like, what are you doing? You need to be on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're right.
Okay. Yeah. I did it. And then, guys.
Oh, no.
I was scrolling and it was just scrolling way too fast for me.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like my brain couldn't keep up with this TikTok. People listening are probably like, Cassie, you sound like a boomer. But I couldn't do Sable. I was like, oh, God. Oh, yeah. Oh, more. Oh, and then I exited out.
You just need some more practice, some more scrolling time.
Like,
eventually you'll get to the point where you're like, oh, I need like faster videos.
What?
That's how I feel.
The dopamine hit just.
Yeah, it needs
just
to
like
quicker.
Scroll. Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
But we're happy to have you on TikTok.
Okay, thank you. With my 14 followers. I'm not kidding. It's brand new.
We welcome you. I think I followed you on there. So I'm one of
great. Them. I'm already embarrassed.
I'll follow her.
I'm embarrassed. Okay. What would you tell someone who's like, I want to start this brand? Maybe they're a student. Maybe they're in a totally different avenue.
Yeah.
And what would you tell them? Anything? Do you have tips or tricks?
Yeah. I mean, I think the first tip is to just start because that's the biggest hurdle is just starting.
Yeah.
And then from there, it would just be, be authentic. Post a bunch of different types of videos. You don't even have to post about your brand right away. You can post, it's actually a great, I would say like case study on this.
Okay.
There's this place called Little Sweet Tree in New York. Have you seen these videos? Okay. It went really viral on TikTok. Basically.
Yes. I was probably overwhelmed.
Yeah. You'll see it now that we talked about it. It'll pop up. Don't scroll.
I know.
It. But she just talked about candy and Swedish candy, European gummies that she loved. And she talked about how she was starting this brand for months and it grew so much like anticipation that like there was a line out the door for weeks when she finally opened this candy store that like no one really should have cared about. But she just kept showing like the behind the scenes, how it works ordering candy, how you open a store. I just learned a lot watching that. And so people were fascinated like for all different reasons. But if she had never shown the behind the scenes, no one would have cared about this candy. And now she has like so many candy stores in different cities. She just, I think, launched like a chocolate bar. And it's all because she was just authentic and really showed the behind the scenes. And so if you're wanting to build anything, I think showing it before it's even built is like the key, because you get people invested. People have questions. Maybe they want to build their own brand. And so seeing that stuff is so vulnerable and makes people really invested, and they want you to succeed. They start to come back and be like, oh, I wonder how it's going. Like, people are nosy. They want to know.
Totally.
So if you can hook them that way, and they'll follow along and come see your store or your brand or anything.
Do you want to know the things that I watch?
What?
It's embarrassing.
What is it?
One, I watch horseshoeing. Like,
interesting.
I know.
Those are addicting.
Where they like get the horseshoe off and then they clip the horse hoof.
Yeah. And I know the horse has to be like, this is nice. It's
right?
Like, this feels nice. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm upset. It's embarrassing. My husband's like, are you serious? Like, how many of these are we going to watch?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm in bed and I'm like, it's actually really bad. If I'm like doom scrolling at night, then it like my volume's really loud. And he's like, you're too much.
You're on the horse.
Yeah. Like enough with the horse clipping. Like, I can't stop. I just watched the most ridiculous things, and I am there for the ride.
Absolutely. I watch so many videos of people peeling pomegranates. That's like my thing.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's like fun to watch. I've learned a lot. I can peel a pomegranate in like almost under a minute now because I've watched so many of these videos.
Okay.
Go try it. It's fun.
Okay, I'm in. I have to. The things that I follow are things like that where I'm like, oh my God. I follow this guy. I wish I knew his name because I'd give him a shout out. But he's a baker. Yeah. And people send in he's a brilliant baker. I actually should get his handle. I'll post
We can find it. Yeah.
Notes.
Yes.
Anyway, it does voiceovers to his baking. Yeah. And his voice, he is the best. He does all the baking. He's like, oh, what did you order? And he's like, oh, I wouldn't normally do this, but I will do it for you. And he's like doing all the things.
So cool.
It's so good. Anyway, he has like all the cakes lined up. And so now I'm obsessed, right? Then he goes and he's decorating, doing all the things. And like, bakers out there are going to be like, Cassie, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh. But like there's like this little paper on the cake that you can peel off and then he decorates it.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I don't know what that's called.
I don't know what that's
I'm not a baker.
Either.
Let's get real.
I can do brownies. But
I can do brownies from a box.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, like take this skin tag off. That's how we talk. I'm obsessed.
I'm hooked just hearing about it. I have to go watch these.
Those are the things that like I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. It's addicting. So yeah. I mean, people love consistency too. So just posting the same thing, if it does well, we'll keep doing well.
There's a girl I follow. Okay, now I'm going just deep.
No, I love this.
She makes these homemade soaps.
Oh.
And she makes them in these silicone tins. She uses hand sanitizer. She's like, hey, undo these soaps with me. Yeah. And all she's doing is popping soaps out, putting them on a table. That's all the video is.
No, that does sound really nice, though.
The sound?
We should see if she can do a tooth-shaped one.
Oh.
We should ask her.
I will message her.
Yes.
Well, you'll message her because you're the celebrity, not me. She's going to be like, girl, you have 1,700 followers. No one is going to make you a tooth. So
You're a micro-influencer.
I am. Micro-influencer. That's so kind of you. Yeah. I'm like a little baby.
Exactly.
Oh, God, you're the best.
You're almost there.
Oh, right.
People are really into micro-influencers these days.
Listen, I'm going to have to Google that because I don't even know what that is, but I love it.
I'm just kidding. You're more than that.
No, I'm not. It's okay. I'll take it. Actually, I really love that. You are the best.
Thank you. So are you. This has been so great.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for being vulnerable with your whole entire brand and what you do and having lunch with me today and giving me nuggets.
Yeah, you're welcome. So fun.
I feel like we need to, where can people follow you? Tell them everything.
Yes. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Braces by Sable. If you live in New York and you would love to get Invisalign or braces, come see me. Eastside Ortho. If you forget where that is, just look at the link in my bio. I have it tagged there. So would love to see you. But yeah, come check it out. If you have any questions too about starting posting, you can DM me on Instagram. I'll see it and I can answer pretty quickly on there too. So.
Sable.
Yeah.
Dr. Sable Staller, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining me. You are the best. We're going to do this again. Do you know why?
Absolutely.
Because Sable's going to take a disc assessment.
Oh, yes. I haven't done that. And so she had a guess of what she thought I was. So I can't wait.
You're
to
somehow
see.
an I, but you could be other things.
I could.
But you're
We'll
I,
see.
because I is for influence. And if you're not an I, it's going to be really crazy.
Yeah, now I'm really stressed. I'm going to try to like answer the question so I can be an I.
Don't do that. That's going to be part 2. We're going to like really talk this out. The disc behaviors behind an influencer. Oh my gosh, we have a part 2.
Yeah, I would love that. That's like, sign me up for that. Free therapy, basically.
It is. It is. It's workplace therapy.
Yeah.
These culture building things are so much fun. I can't wait to see what you are.
Me too. I'm going to ask ChatGPT what it thinks I am later.
Oh. Okay, send that to me.
I will.
Wait, that's good. And then we'll compare it to the real report when I get it back.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you. This was great.
Thank you for joining me on The Bloom Effect, where we keep it real, keep it growing, and always keep it team first. If today's episode sparked something for you, an idea, a shift, or just a reminder that you're not alone, take a second and share it with your team or a fellow ortho leader. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a convo, and if you're loving the show, leave a review. It helps more practices find us and join the movement. And if you're ready to bring this kind of energy into your practice, visit discovereverbloom.com to learn more about working together. Until next time, keep leading with heart, keep building with intention, and keep blooming right where you're planted.